Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Doing a virtual launch of my book entitled 15 Lights Unto My Path. And I'm very, very happy and very, very fortunate to be with my very special friend. She's not just a friend, she's like a family to me. One of those friends that even if you don't see for 10 years, it's like even it just happened yesterday. So it's like that, the kind of relationship. And she's also part of my book. She's in the book, and you will understand why. She's the first to be interviewed today. She's going to be. I'm doing it rather with other empowered women also in the society, in the community, and it's going to be from different parts of the world. All the women who um, found their strengths and faced their own battles and made it to who they are today. So I'm very, very, very fortunate to have her all the way from India. And thank you so much for being my
Hi,
first
Rowena.
guest. Hi, Chitra. I call her C. We have this in German. We call each other names that only us would understand. So before I actually interview her, she is a source of light more than anybody else because one of the few people who actually sends me the first message every time I open my phone. So that's not like how do you call this, something like enforced thing. This is what she does to bring out positivity in everyone, and that's why she's very special. And I hope you learned something from her. So hi C, hello, and thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you.
Thank you for the very nice words. I hope I live up to it.
Of course, of course, of course. Happy to have you.
I'm even luckier to have you. And I know you are like you said, a family. We are becoming so sisters. I hope we carry it all the way.
Yeah. Thank you. So how are you? You tell me, how are you?
I'm fine now, right now, feeling on top of the world. I have now, as you know, I have retired and I'm just happy to be around my family, go wherever it is needed, and generally have a happy, relaxed life now.
Thank you for technology. Yeah. So how's
Yes.
the boys? How's the husband, the family?
Yeah, all fine. I am so thankful that my husband also took retirement along with me. So we are able to travel together for whatever reasons, whether at home, whether in our life together now. All these days we were slogging together. Now we are relaxed together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that my sons both have grown up. They are now started earning. They are now in their own space. It's nice. I'm thankful.
Yes, that's true. More than enough reason to be grateful and thankful.
That's right. Yes.
Okay, I'll ask some random questions. It's not like rocket science thing, but it's just going to be random questions on your views, on what's happening around, and something personal to you as well for our viewers to be able to learn and to be able to pick up something. Hopefully, if they're going through that, or maybe like an inspiration as they go along. For you, C, what do you think is the greatest lesson of 2020? What do you think is the greatest?
See, I would not think like I had a very big lesson or anything because, from quite a long time in my life, I have learned that peace and contentment are what you need essentially in your life to go along.
Hmm.
And of course, faith in God, and
Hmm.
being thankful for whatever has happened. So I am just happy to see that 2020 has now continued with that lesson only for me. And it's really good. It has been a good year for me, other than the fact that you couldn't go around socially.
Hmm. Yes.
So that we are not like, we are essentially home birds. So like I said, no, it was nice. I was interacting with all people, or say more people, during this time.
Yeah. Like, Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. It's all the silver lining you find in this current situation we are in now. Like, yeah, having more time with the family, having more time with yourself, having more time to reflect on things. And yeah, you're actually right. Like, spending time with the family now and thinking about uh, the good things.
That's right. That's what spending time with the family, the immediate family, the extended family, with everyone, even though it was virtual, you
Mm,
could spend more time.
yes, that's true.
Yes. That additionally, now that I'm at home, I was able to spend time as and when I could, and they wanted also, without telling that no, let's not talk now, let's put it off. I had no such pressure at all, so I'm happy.
Yes. In the book, like you're part of my lives. You're one rather of my life. Um, in your life, who is that person you consider your life? Who are the lights of your life, or who is the light of your life?
Very obviously, it is my husband and my
Ah,
children because personally, we have gone through a lot during our years, and not once have we wavered. He has always been there. We have gone through everything together, and thankfully, again, my children have understood that, and they have also grown up into beautiful boys, which I really appreciate. So they are the lights of my life.
amen. Well said, madam. And well, as we go along the journey, somehow not everything we plan in life happens. Do you have any regrets so far?
Regrets, I would say, because I have been a working mother,
Hmm.
I wish I could have spent more time with my children. Though
Same.
I have always been giving them the time, and I have actually learned technology just so that I can keep along with them. Even though I cannot surpass their knowledge, because they are now today's generation, but at least I know I can keep up with them. So maybe, if I had time, I would just go back and see that I could give them more attention. I remember my younger son asking me, that can you be there to open the door for me when I come back from school? Those are some
Oh,
things, some such things
yeah.
which make you feel
Hmm.
that
The,
maybe if
the,
you
the
were at
guilt
home.
feeling, yeah?
Yeah.
And down with the regrets, which we obviously all have at a certain point in our life, is your, what do you think is your greatest achievement as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, as a sister?
Achievement, see, personally only I would talk about. Professionally, okay, fine, I was able to hold on to a job, I mean, and also continue with it uh, to the best of my ability and all.
Hmm.
Personally, yes, we have now brought up the kids very well. We are settled in life, so I would consider that that is my greatest achievement.
You're so humble because not all people know this. Because I know, so I'd be more. It's not just sending kids to school for you. You were able to send them to where? Which schools? You can tell them, like from your
Right.
own hard work and perseverance. The boys went to which schools?
Yeah, the elder one studied in India for up to his MBA.
Yeah.
The younger one was in India in NIT, and then he went on to Boston. He was there, and my elder son has also done his MBA from Great Lakes, which is a very reputed college in India.
Hmm.
So both of them have done well. We have guided them to whatever we could, to the best of our knowledge, but then all credit goes to them for completing their studies as well as getting a job of their choice and doing well in that.
That's so impressive because at a young age, the boys like independently were in India, right? They like you and your husband were working in Dubai, and the boys will they're on their own practically, right? Doing their
Yeah, for the say till in the final years of their college, they were on their own. They were
so
studying. in
I mean,
hostel.
not taking credit on the idea that they have seen you both as good examples, and this is the reason why they came up and grew up to be responsible children. To think they're boys.
They are responsible, no doubt about that. I will give them
Very
full
proud.
credit for that because they have always been grounded. So they are very, very responsible.
And credit to you and to your
I take
husband.
credit for that.
Yes, yes, of course, of course. Uh, and at this time in your life, obviously, like everyone will have their dreams, aspirations, and things they or situations they hope for. What do you still hope for? What do you hope for at the moment?
I hope for same or whatever I have been praying all along my life, peace and contentment. I don't know what else to ask for. I have always been asking for that in whatever situation we are in. I just want contentment and peace in my life. And of course, definitely to stay with my kids for as long as possible, be a part of their life even more.
Listening to you, it's like talking to you in person again.
I know that's so nice, Rowena. I
It's,
miss you.
I just do hope that this is one of those. The reason why I'm sharing this is not uh, for any other else, but to inspire basically that it's more beyond what you see in a person. That all of us, we all go through situations in life. We have our own battles, but it's up to us to be at the right. There are two roads basically. Just be on the right one, and you'll never get lost if you're there. And hopefully, like this discussion or this interview I'm doing with you, they be able to pick up that it's not easy to do everything. It's just a matter of prioritizing and acknowledging the what is important, right?
Yeah.
Do you see? I know that yeah, you've been. I know how you work, and you wouldn't be probably one of the dearest if I haven't seen the best of you in relation to your work ethics, to your relationship with your husband and to your children, and how you are also as a daughter and as a sister. Um, when going through all these experiences in life altogether and being a woman also, what is your definition of success? What to you is success?
Success is, you know what, you remain the same in spite of whatever positive or negative things which you face in your life or which happen in life on their own. Nobody wishes for anything negative to happen in their lives, but then still you can't help it. Sometimes you face adversities, but still, when you are now able to face them with the same equanimity and with a positive partner by your side, I would hope for that only all throughout my life.
Agree with you on the partner side. It's really very important when you share the same common vision and when you do things together.
That's
It's
right.
really very important to have a support,
And by the
strong
grace
support.
of God, when you have a supportive family with you, in whatever aspects you do, it's all the more a blessing. So I only hope and wish, pray for the same thing to continue.
True, true. And like in every problems or challenges that you face, normally how do you resolve issues? How do you how do you do it? Like I've seen you come up very strong in all situations that you go through, but obviously there's strength behind that. I mean, there's a reason how you handle these problems you face. How do you do it?
I always believe in one thing that in life, we progress forward. Even if it is one step at a time, you are only focusing, you're just going forward. So you do that only by hope. With hope, faith in God, and your good conduct, of course. Because you do choose to do the right thing, it takes you forward. So, say after a period of 1 year, if you turn back and see you have definitely progressed a few steps in whichever point you have chosen to, whether it is your religion, whether it is your career, whether it's your personal life, your relationship with people. So, with hope and faith in God, definitely, that takes you forward.
Well said, well said. Growing up, see, like in my case, I remember when I was like maybe in high school, they normally tell you you should have a role model, you should have someone in your life to look up to, like a guide, and be like that person. Do you have like a certain role model in your life? Anyone?
A role model, definitely, my first role model was my mother, because I have seen her. She was very, very strong with whatever thing she has faced and she has come up in life. But after a certain point, I had a sister-in-law, Saraswati, her name is, and I have seen her, and I'm amazed at the way how she has been coming up in whatever she has done. And till date, she is my role model. Whatever I try to do, I always think how will she's an elder sister, so we call her Akka. So I will always think how Saraswati Akka will do this, and that is how I keep trying to improve myself. And last but not the least, my younger sister. She is amazing. Her name is Jayashree, and she is really amazing. She is becoming a role model to me now. So I'm happy to have these three ladies leading me. And of course, I have a lot of other people in my life, but these three people are really amazing.
And on the final question, the last question.
Yes.
But before I ask that, I hope the viewers will be able to understand why you're the first one in my list and why you are one of the lights of my life. Because see, there's no, how would you call this? Like you meet people in your life, will eventually make a mark, or like you will remember them at the time that you are basically most of the time when you're down. And these people choose to pull you up. And these are the people who you will always remember and be grateful that you've met them. And they are one of the reasons why life is, after all, is a beautiful journey and a beautiful experience. And once they read the book, they'll know the relationship we had, and very good friends and family eventually, right? And now I'll have to ask the last one, but before I even ask it, I'd like to say thank you so much for being part of who I am today. Thank you, C, for being a part of who I am today, always. And thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much, Rowena. It was really nice. I had a wonderful time, as always, talking to you. And thank you so much for being in my life.
Appreciate that. You. And thank you too also. And what will be your message to your future self?
To continue being the same, so that I don't lose sight of my goal, whatever I have in mind, to be a better person. So I think that if I continue in the same vein like what I have been all these years, I will eventually get there. So that I do not change my attitude, continue in the same way.
Yes, and I don't like you to change too. Just be the way you are. I love you how you are, so there's no point in changing it. But
I have seen, in my life, I have seen that yes, my attitude does pay off. I have got good friends like you. So I want to continue in the same way because I think that is giving me results.
And as a closing, I'm really excited to listen to your favorite quotes because we always have, right? We always have this favorite quotes in that we always share or we love to follow and do. But I received so many quotes from you, and all are positive, all are, how to call this, all are very inspiring. But among all these quotes that you you know or you love to say, what is your favorite, and for our viewers to learn from it, and why?
My favorite quote is one: affection and respect cannot be commanded or demanded. I think it is self explanatory,
Yes,
so there is nothing to
beautiful,
elaborate on that.
beautiful, beautiful. So that's it. It's quite. Was it
Yes,
long enough? I'm not sure. But talking to you is always like that. If we could do this in a
I
day,
know. I know.
we
So
could do
I
this
hope
in
that,
a day. In a coffee shop, in a parking lot, wherever we are, in the office. It's
yes.
like I'm reminiscing again. And I mean, we do exchange messages daily, so it's not like you're in India and I'm in the UAE.
That's
So we
right.
never felt that. It's always, that's true. I think with friends, it's that, right?
Yes.
Regardless of, we're not the seasonal ones that you get in touch only during a season. So it's like regardless whether I don't see you for a couple of years, it's going to be still the same
No, we
relationship.
will be seeing each other like this
Well,
online.
hopefully, praying for that.
Yes, definitely. So this was something for your channel, but then we can have our personal chats anytime.
Yes, yes, sure, sure. Of course, always.
Yes.
And thank you so much. My regards to the family, to the
Yes.
boys, to your husband, and
Yes.
everyone else. And thank you for the
Thank
time.
you.
And hope to see you soon. I pray for you always. You stay safe, and no
Yes.
matter what, you know that I'll always be here, regardless. I'm not with you physically. I'll always be there, and I love you, my dear friend. Thank you so much.
I love you always. Thank you so much, Rowena.
God
Have a
bless you
great day.
always.
God bless.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And that's it for the first episode of Light Up with Rowena. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll be coming up with the next list of women very soon. So this is going to be the first, and I'm so happy I had it with my best friend Chitra. Thank you, C.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.